Hello, hi everyone. This is Dr. Sana Khan, your biology expert, and you're watching my channel NEET Biology Unplugged. So today in this lecture, we are going to discuss about the anatomy of the digestive system in detail from the chapter Human Nutrition. Physiology of human nutrition is already uploaded on the YouTube. Digestive glands भी upload किया हुआ है. एक gland बचा है, that is liver, which I will be uploading soon with the end part of the chapter as well. Okay, so without wasting time, let's get started and talk about in detail about the anatomy of the digestive system in humans. So this is the entire diagram of the human digestive system. So human digestive system gets divided into two parts. The first part is called as alimentary canal and the second part is called as gland. So once again I repeat, human digestive system gets divided into two parts, alimentary canal and glands. Alimentary canal is around 8 to 10 meters long, which you can clearly see it in the diagram, and 24 to 30 feet. ओके, सो एलिमेंट्री कैनाल का मेजरमेंट क्या है? 8 से 10 मीटर्स लॉन्ग होता है, या फिर आप उसे कह सकते हो 24 to 30 feet. Let us talk about the alimentary canal parts. So alimentary canal starts from mouth. So this is the mouth region from where alimentary canal starts, continues as pharynx, then comes your esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus. So once again, let us just revise the parts of the alimentary canal. So alimentary canal starts with mouth and completes at anus. So mouth continues as pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus. We will be talking about each part of the alimentary canal in detail in today's lecture. Now let us talk about the digestive gland. Digestive gland ये टॉपिक पे आज सिर्फ मेंशन होंगे इन डिटेल. दो ग्लैंड्स ऑलरेडी अपलोड हुए हैं. फर्स्ट लेट अस सी व्हाट आर द डाइजेस्टिव ग्लैंड्स. सो लाइक डाइजेस्टिव ग्लैंड्स में आता है पहले लिवर, पैनक्रियास एंड सलाइवरी ग्लैंड्स. लिवर इज रिमेनिंग. बचा हुआ जो पैनक्रियास एंड सलाइवरी ग्लैंड है, दैट इज अगेन अपलोडेड ऑन द चैनल. सो इफ यू वांट, यू कैन गो टू द चैनल एंड see it. So let us start with the first part of the alimentary canal, that is mouth. So mouth is the uppermost transverse slit-like opening of alimentary canal. So alimentary canal की जो first opening है उसे हम कहते हैं mouth, which is transverse slit. So ये ऐसी दिखती है, हमको पता है हमारा mouth transverse होता है. And the entire lip is divided into upper and lower section. So upper one is called as upper lip and the lower one is called as lower lip. So lips are divided into two, upper lip and lower lip. And when you open your mouth wide apart, what you can see is the buccal cavity. Okay, so mouth is the transverse lip divided into upper and lower lip, and when we open it very widely like this, so it opens into a cavity called as buccal या फिर oral cavity. So this is the buccal या फिर oral cavity, which consists of teeth, tongue, palate. Okay, so what are the parts of the oral cavity? Teeth, tongue, and palate. So above the upper lip, see, just above the upper lip, there is a small depression which is called as philtrum. क्या कहते हैं हम ये depression को? हम कहते हैं philtrum. So in most mammals, it is a narrow groove that may carry moisture, and a wet nose pad is able to trap odor particles better. So this will help in the trapping the odor better. So it greatly enhances the function of olfactory system, that is smelling, right, knowing the odor. And in humans it is only present as a vestigial medial depression. So in us it is nothing related to enhancing the power of smelling anything. It is just a vestigial organ which is just present but of no use. Okay, so it is present as a vestigial medial depression in us, and this depression is nothing but called as philtrum. क्या कहते हैं ये depression को? हम depression को हम कहते हैं philtrum, and in humans it is vestigial. ये याद रखना. Now coming to the oral cavity. So next oral cavity में जो हम पढ़ेंगे, the first thing is the dentition. So what is dentition? The study of teeth with respect to their number, arrangement, development, etc. is called as dentition. You must be knowing that after 12th you have options like becoming an MBBS doctor, a dentist, a homeopath, a vet. A lot of options are over there. So dentitions लोग क्या करते हैं? They study about the teeth with respect to their number, arrangement, and वो कैसे develop होते हैं. So now we have 4 different types of teeth. So the first one is called as incisor. The second one is called as canine. third is called as premolar, and the fourth one is called as molar. So कौन से चार टाइप के teeth है? First one is called as incisor, second is your canine, then comes your premolar, and the last one is molar. So now let us see each of them in detail in this diagram. So this is your lower jaw, or you can consider it as upper jaw. So we are going to divide the entire jaw into two parts, upper jaw and lower jaw. And upper and lower maybe we are going to divide it into a section of right and left. तो हमारे पास टोटल 32 टीथ होते हैं, तो ऊपर और नीचे 16 राइट, 16 in each jaw, and that 16 we divided into 8, which you can clearly see in this diagram. ये देखो, on one side you have 8 and on the other side we have another 8. So as we have different types of teeth like your incisors, canines, premolar, molar, you can clearly see diagram में भी जो उनका structure है वो different है. So that is why we are having a heterodont teeth. What are we having? We are having a heterodont teeth. And as we are having two incisors, see, these are the two incisors, one canines, two premolars, and three molars in both the jaw, upper and lower jaw, and in both the section, that is right and left. That is why the dentition formula goes as 2 1 2 3. Okay, why 2 1 2 3? Because we have two incisors, one canines, two premolars, and three molars. And we do have another kind of a teeth called as thecodont teeth. Another type of teeth means हमारे जो teeth है वो thecodont भी है, because our teeth are embedded deep inside the jaw. That is why जब निकालते हैं तो इतनी ज्यादा हमें तकलीफ होती है. So we do have a thecodont type of teeth, that is the teeth is embedded inside the jaw. Another word which you have to remember over here is lophodont teeth. Lophodont teeth means teeth with ridges. What is it? Teeth with ridges. So teeth with ridges are nothing but your premolars and molar. So three important terminology where we have to remember is heterodont, क्योंकि हमारे चार different types of teeth है. Thecodont because teeth are embedded deep inside the jaw, and lophodont because teeth are present with ridges like in premolars and molars. So now, diphodont teeth क्या होते हैं? Diphodont teeth are the two sets of teeth in lifetime. So are we having diphodont teeth? Yes, absolutely. Because जो हमारे teeth बचपन में थे वो काफी अलग थे, और जो अब है हमारे पास that are different. So जो temporary teeth होते हैं या primary teeth या baby teeth, milk teeth, deciduous teeth, काफी सारे नाम है इसके. So milk teeth जो आपके like babies में होते हैं, they are also called as deciduous, temporary or primary. They are 20 in number. And जो lifetime के लिए हमारे पास रह जाते हैं, those are the permanent teeth and which are 32 in number. So temporary teeth or milk teeth are 20 in number. Remember उसे deciduous भी कहते हैं. And permanent teeth are 32 in number. But here the formula, if you see it, the formula over here is it is different. So temporary teeth या milk teeth में formula is 2102. Okay, that is two incisors, one canines, zero premolars and two molars. And permanent teeth में the formula is same जैसा हमने discuss किया था, that is 2123. So now coming to the dental formula for milk and permanent teeth, it is 2102, that is two incisors, one canines, premolars are 0 and molars are 2 in milk teeth. And वही permanent teeth में you have two incisors, one canine, two premolars and three molars. So premolars and last molar is missing in milk teeth. तो यहाँ पर जो तीन था वो दो है, because यहाँ पर it is missing. So this is a typical structure of teeth which consists of two parts. The upper section, ये वाले section को हम कहते हैं crown, and जो नीचे आपके jaw के अंदर होता है that is called as root. Okay, so दो parts होते हैं crown and root. So crown का जो section है उसमें जो whitish color का part है that's called as enamel. Do you know enamel is your hardest substance of your body? Yes, so enamel is considered to be the hardest substance in the body. And do you know which is the hardest tissue in your body? If you know it, please write it in the comment box. कि आपको मैंने बताया hardest substance is enamel. Hardest tissue कौन सा है? अगर आपको पता है तो उसे comment box पे जरूर लिखना. Okay? And then after enamel you have dentine. Enamel के just नीचे आपके पास dentine है. That is the main body of tooth. And this body of tooth के नीचे just आपके पास है that is called as pulp. So this pulp is made up of blood vessels and nerves, एंड अगर कैविटी इसके अंदर घुस जाती है तो इसीलिए हमको काफी सारा सेंसेशंस होता है। यहाँ आप बहुत लोग होंगे जो चॉकलेट्स खाते हैं या व्हेन वी पुट सम वाटर इन आवर माउथ और गागल तो हमें कहीं कहीं पे सेंसेशन होता है, तो दैट सेंसेशन इज बिकॉज आपकी जो कैविटी है वो आपके नर्व तक हिट कर गई है। सो क्राउन के 3 पार्ट है, याद रखना, इनामल, डेंटाइन एंड पल्प, एंड पल्प इज कंसिस्टिंग ऑफ ब्लड वेसल्स एंड नर्व्स। Now, what is diastema? Diastema is nothing but the gap between teeth. So, in herbivorous, there are no canines, so there is always a gap in there are always a gap in herbivores, and that is called as diastema. So, diastema क्या है? अगर दांतों के बीच पे गैप होता है तो उसको कहते हैं हम diastema. So, what are the functions of teeth? Obviously, eating के लिए काम आते हैं, food particles को break करने के लिए काम आते हैं. That is called as mastication. So, teeth are useful for mastication, that is chewing of food. So now we are finished with the first part of the buccal cavity, that is teeth. तो teeth में हमने काफी कुछ पढ़ा. We studied about the 3 terms also, heterodont, typhodont, lophrodont, right, and thecodont. फिर उसके बाद में milk teeth का formula, permanent teeth का formula, again very important, can come as an MCQ. Now coming to the next structure, that is your tongue. Tongue के अलावा we have uvula, and we have hard palate and soft palate. जो palate होता है that is divided into 2 parts, the hard one and the soft one. So hard वाला जो होता है वो आगे होता है, it is anterior, आगे के तरफ है, इधर है, और जो पीछे के तरफ होगा that is called as soft palate or posterior. Here you can clearly see आगे के तरफ hard palate है, पीछे के तरफ soft palate है. See, soft palate, hard palate, and this is called as vulva. So it is a free hanging flap which closes the internal layers during swallowing of food bolus. तो ये एक hanging flap जैसा structure है. Flap क्यों? Because जब हम कोई भी चीज, जब हम कुछ भी खाते हैं, when we swallow the food, तो हमारी जो internal layers है, internal layers nose का जो अंदर का section होता है, वो जो part है, वो उसे close कर देता है. So it closes the internal layers of our nose. So this is the hard palate, which is anteriorly present in our mouth, which is having a transverse palatine rugae. Rugae are nothing but the folds of the muscles. Okay, so यहाँ पर transverse palatine palate पे है, इसलिए palatine rugae कहते हैं हम उसे, which are supported by bones for holding food for mastication. So यहाँ पर आपके bones होते हैं which are supported by it for so that food can be masticated very easily. Food can be chewed very easily. Okay, so that's all about the palate. ज्यादा कुछ है नहीं उसमें, आपको याद रखना है 2 palate है, soft and hard palate. Coming to the next structure, that is tongue, जो बहुत ज्यादा काम आती है बोलने के लिए, खाने के लिए, हर चीज के लिए. So tongue is very triangularly shaped fleshy organ. So it is not typically triangular, but yes, more or less triangular in shape, and it's a fleshy organ. And upper surface has projections. So ऊपर के surface पे ये देखो आपको clearly दिख रहा होगा, छोटे छोटे projections होते हैं. This is the more detailed structure. So these projections are called as papillae. What are they called? They are called as papillae. So tongue के ऊपर जो projections होते हैं, those are called as papillae, which consist of taste buds. And tongue will help to mix the saliva with the food. So these are the taste buds present on your tongue. So these are the locations of different taste buds. Now taste buds are nothing but the group of epithelial cells located on tongue, hard and soft palate. So ये जो taste buds होते हैं, ये कुछ भी नहीं है, ये आपके a kind of epithelial cells ही है, जो आपके tongue में भी होते हैं, hard palate पे भी होते हैं, and soft palate भी होते हैं, और बहुत easily destroy भी हो जाते हैं. अगर आप कुछ गरम खा लो या फिर गरम चाय पी लो तो देखो ऊपर की तरफ, नीचे की तरफ जल जाता है, and they are again regenerated. ठीक है, वो वापस से फिर से आ भी जाते हैं. टंग के नीचे, जस्ट टंग के नीचे, oh my god, you can clearly see the cavities over here. Okay, so just टंग के नीचे you can see this fold of mucous membrane, this fold, and that is nothing but frenulum. What is it? This is frenulum. तो जो हमारे टंग के नीचे होता है, जो हमारे माउथ से उसको कनेक्ट करके रखता है टंग को, that's called as a fold of a cell, which is called as nothing but frenulum. See, this is the frenulum present below the tongue. So that's all about the buccal cavity. So buccal cavity में जो सबसे ज्यादा MCQ के लिए important है, that's the section of teeth. उसके अलावा we covered the hard palate, soft palate and tongue. tongue पे जो projections होते हैं उनको papillae कहते हैं, जिसके अंदर होते हैं हमारे taste buds. Now coming to the next structure, that is pharynx. So this is a pharynx. It's a connecting link between the respiratory and digestive system. ये चीज आप स्कूल से पढ़ते हुए आ रहे होंगे कि जो pharynx होता है वो आपके respiratory और digestive system को connect करता है, because यहाँ से खाना भी obviously इधर ही आता है और यहाँ से आपकी हवा भी इधर ही आती है, right? So it's a connecting link between the respiratory and digestive system. So respiratory system में, okay, here you have a glottis, and this glottis is covered by a flap like covering called as epiglottis. Okay, so glottis होता है and glottis के ऊपर एक flap जैसी covering होती है, that's called as epiglottis, which is going to prevent the food to go into the windpipe. You can clearly see it in the image. Okay, so जो glottis होता है, see like this. So ये जो glottis होता है, it's going to cover, see that flap is जो flap उसको वहां नहीं जाने दे रहा था, that was called as epiglottis. ओके, तो जैसे ही आपका खाना वहां तक पहुंचता है तो एपिग्लॉटिस क्या करता है, ग्लॉटिस को कवर कर देता है, सी ओवर हियर इट इज कवरिंग, एंड देन जो खाना होता है नीचे आपके इसोफेगस के नीचे चला जाता है. So finally the food reaches to the esophagus. So esophagus is a long, thin, narrow tube. So it's a long, thin, narrow tube which is 25 centimeter long. So esophagus, so pharynx continues as esophagus, and finally esophagus will open into the stomach. So it's a long, thin tube which is around 25 centimeter long, and this pharynx opens up directly into the stomach. So it passes through the thoracic cavity, pierces the diaphragm and leads to the stomach. So here you can clearly see, देखो यहाँ से pharynx, then pharynx is continuing as esophagus. So esophagus आपके thoracic cavity पे आता है, diaphragm which is the muscular fold which is a separation between your thoracic and abdominal cavity, तो उसको pierce करके नीचे stomach के साथ जुड़ जाता है. So food moves to the esophagus due to rhythmic contraction of the longitudinal and circular muscle which is called as peristalsis. So this is a image which clearly shows कि food कैसे नीचे जा रहा है, contraction, alternate relaxation हो रहा है longitudinal and circular muscles का, जिसके वजह से food is able to reach to the stomach. And plus mucus is also secreted by the epithelial cells which allows it to move it freely into the stomach. Now coming to the next structure, that is stomach. So this is a stomach which is located in the upper left portion of the abdominal cavity. So आपकी जो abdominal cavity होती है, right side में liver होता है, left side में stomach होता है. Okay, so upper left side में जो organ होता है, that's called as stomach. So it is entirely muscular organ. So ये पूरा का पूरा muscular organ है, more or less आपको दिख रहा होगा J shape जैसा दिखता है. Okay, so it is around 25 to 30 centimeter in length. What is the length of the stomach? It is around 25 to 30 centimeter. So कहाँ पर है आपके left side of the abdomen में है, right side में liver है, J shape का structure है, 25 to 30 centimeter in length में होता है. Then it's get divided into two regions. The upper region is called as cardiac region. ये देखो ऊपर का जो region है उसको कहते हैं cardiac region, और ये जो नीचे का region है that's called as pylorus. I use a pointer over here so that you can understand. See, this is the stomach. तो ऊपर का जो section है, this one is called as cardiac. What is it called? It is called as cardiac. And जो नीचे का section है, this section, this is called as pylorus, which is very narrow and connecting to the small intestine. फिर ये जो cardiac section है, ये आपका divided होता है into three parts. The first part, ये वाला जो section है, that's called as cardiac. तो आपका esophagus और आपका stomach यहाँ पर जुड़ रहा है. So this section is called as cardiac. The second section is called as fundus. ये देखो जो ऊपर का section है इसको fundus कहते हैं, और ये जो पूरा section है इसको हम body कहते हैं. So once again I repeat, stomach gets divided into two parts. The first part is called as cardiac. The second part is called as this one is called as pylorus. फिर ये जो कार्डियक पार्ट होता है वो अगेन तीन पार्ट्स में डिवाइडेड होता है. फर्स्ट पार्ट अगेन इज कार्डियक, पाइलोरस एंड बॉडी. ओके, सो कार्डियक, fundus and body. Once again I repeat, so cardiac, fundus and body. So now this cardiac region is having a sphincter which is called as cardiac sphincter. What is it called? Cardiac sphincter. So यहाँ पर एक sphincter होता है जिसे cardiac sphincter कहते हैं, which prevents regurgitation of food. तो वो खाने को जब खाना नीचे आ जाता है तो वो cardiac sphincter close हो जाता है, so that the food doesn't go above to the esophagus. तो ताकि आपका जो खाना है वो फिर से esophagus तक ना जाए। और ये जो यहाँ पर पाइलोरस के वहां पर जो कि आपके स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन को कनेक्ट कर रहा होता है, वहां पर पाइलोरिक स्फिंक्टर होता है जो कि देखता है कि सर्टेन अमाउंट ऑफ फूड फ्रॉम स्टमक गोज टू द डिओडिनम, राइट? सो इट रेगुलेट्स द मूवमेंट ऑफ फूड टू द डिओडिनम। सो स्टमक का फंक्शन क्या है? स्टमक का फंक्शन है स्टोरेज ऑफ फूड, फिजिकल डाइजेशन और बाय चर्निंग, तो अंदर चर्न करने के लिए, मतलब ब्रेकिंग इनटू स्मॉलर पार्टिकल, एंड केमिकल डाइजेशन बाय एंजाइम। सो देयर आर सर्टेन एंजाइम्स व्हिच आर प्रेजेंट इन द गैस्ट्रिक जूस ऑफ द स्टमक। कैसे डाइजेशन होता है दैट यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड इन द टॉपिक ऑफ फिजियोलॉजी ऑफ डाइजेशन जो ऑलरेडी यूट्यूब पे अपलोडेड है। सो वी से दैट स्टमक partially digest the food and finally it transported to the intestine। तो स्टमक क्या करता है? फूड को partially digest करता है, उसको intestine तक भेज देता है, and that partially digested food is called as chyme। So what is it called? Chyme। So partly digested food जो होता है वो pyloric sphincter के through जाता है आपके small intestine में। That is the first part of the small intestine, that is duodenum। So it goes to the next part, that is the duodenum। नाउ द एम्प्टी स्टमक, सो अगर आपका स्टमक खाली है, आपने बहुत समय तक कुछ खाया नहीं है, सो इट हैज अ गैस्ट्रिक रूगे। दीज आर गैस्ट्रिक रूगे व्हिच आर नथिंग बट द फूड्स, okay, and these are very very important for mechanical churning, chemical digestion of food also। See, these are the gastric rugae, the more detailed image, these are the gastric rugae। Okay, so that's complete your stomach। So once again I repeat about the parts of the stomach because वहां पे pylorus लिखा है but वो body नहीं लिखा है in the diagram, इसीलिए once again I am repeating। The stomach is divided into two main part, that is the upper section called as cardiac and the lower section जो नीचे के तरफ है, ये देखो इसको pylorus कहते हैं। upper section was divided into cardiac, फिर यहाँ पर जो था वो fundus and then body and then to pylorus which is connecting to your small intestine। So now let us talk about the next structure, that is small intestine। The small intestine is around 6 meters long and is around 2.5 centimeter broad। Okay, so small intestine 6 मीटर लंबी होती है, मतलब काफी लंबी है। Okay, but still see it is occupying such a lesser space because it is compactly coiled, बहुत ज्यादा compactly coiled है, and it is divided into three parts। The first part is called as duodenum। क्या कहते हैं हम इसको? Duodenum। Second part is called as jejunum। Once again everybody repeat with me, jejunum। And the third part is called as ileum। What is the third part called as? Ileum। So small intestine तीन पार्ट में डिवाइडेड है। फर्स्ट पार्ट को हम डिओडिनम, सेकेंड पार्ट को जेजुनम एंड द थर्ड पार्ट इज कॉल्ड एज इलियम। सो जो डिओडिनम होता है इज अराउंड 25 to 26 सेंटीमीटर का हम कहते हैं लंबा होता है, विच इज अ यू शेप स्ट्रक्चर। Jejunum is around 2.5 meter long and ileum is around 3.5 meter long। So these are the different parts of small intestine with the measurement। Now these are the coils present in between the small intestine। As I told you, small intestine बहुत ही compactly arranged होता है। So जो coils होते हैं small intestine के वो एक साथ रहते हैं by a connective tissue membrane called as mesentery। Okay, so these are regulated by a connective tissue membrane which is called as mesentery। See this one, जहां पर ये है pointer रखा हुआ है, that's the mesentery which is a पतला सा tissue जैसा दिख रहा है, which is going to provide support for blood vessels, lymph vessels and nerves। Okay, see like this one, these are the mesenteries। Okay, जो कि आपके blood vessels वगैरह को भी support करता है। So coming to the individual part of the small intestine, duodenum is a U-shaped structure। You can clearly see U-shape properly दिख रहा है diagram में, 25 to 26 centimeter long है। Okay, so duodenum में see जो food आपका stomach digest करता है that is chyme, but the chyme is acidic and पूरा complete digestion के लिए food को होना होता है alkaline। So duodenum में there is bile which is going to get which is going to come from your liver and your gallbladder and pancreas से pancreatic juice होगा जो वहां पर आएगा, जो कि आपके खाने को अल्कलीन बनाएगा and it will help in further digestion। So these two structures open up into the into the duodenum। So bile comes from the bile duct, okay, and liver से जो bile आ रहा है that's coming from the hepatic duct। So ये देखो bile के अंदर होते हैं यहाँ पर cystic ducts। सो सिस्टिक डक्ट से सारा का सारा बाइल इधर आता है, लिवर से भी जो बाइल है वो इधर आता है, एंड यहाँ पर बनाता है वो कॉमन हिपैटिक डक्ट। फिर कॉमन हिपैटिक डक्ट आपका डिओडेनम में यहाँ पर ओपन हो जाता है, एंड पैनक्रियाटिक जूस कम्स फ्रॉम द पैनक्रियाटिक डक्ट। सो देयर आर मोर डक्ट्स प्रेजेंट ओवर देयर, वो भी एक्सप्लेन किया है इन द वीडियो ऑफ पैनक्रियास, so उसे भी देखना because it's a very very informative video. Now coming to the next part, that's the jejunum, that's the jejunum, which is 2.5 meters long and narrower than that of the duodenum. तो वो duodenum से comparatively narrow होता है. Coming to the third part, that's the ileum, which is 3.5 meters long and broader than the jejunum. So ये आपके jejunum से broad होता है. तो स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन का फंक्शन क्या है? स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन हैज टू कंप्लीट द प्रोसेस ऑफ डाइजेशन एंड आल्सो हेल्प इन एब्जॉर्प्शन। ठीक है, तो स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में बाइल जूस और पैनक्रियाटिक जूस के वजह से, मतलब मदद से जो फूड होगा वो आपका पूरा डाइजेस्ट हो जाएगा, प्लस इट विल आल्सो हेल्प इन एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ फूड। Now coming to the last structure, that is large intestine, which is around 1.5 meter long. Not last structure, second last structure, because उसके बाद anus भी है. So coming to the large intestine, which is 1.5 meter long, it's divided into main parts. That is the first three main parts. That is cecum. Okay, ये जो first part है इसको cecum कहते हैं. Then this entire बड़ा सा जो part है इसको colon कहते हैं. And the last part is the rectum over here. This one. Okay, so once again I will repeat the parts. Cecum, the entire this one is the colon, and the last one is rectum. So this is the rectum. So this is the cecum, this is the colon, this is the rectum. Okay, now cecum has a structure called as vermiform appendix. So cecum एक बहुत ही छोटा सा small एक blind sac जैसा है. ओके, जो कि आपके प्रेजेंट होता है इलियम. ये देखो इलियम और कोलॉन, ये देखो यहाँ कोलॉन है, यहाँ पर इधर पे अराउंड इलियम होगा, तो उन दोनों के जंक्शंस में प्रेजेंट होता है, विच इज हार्डली वेरी स्मॉल, लाइक 6 सेंटीमीटर का होता है. ओके, सो इट इज हैविंग एन एलोंगेटेड लाइक दिस, एलोंगेटेड वर्म लाइक स्ट्रक्चर है, जिसको हम कहते हैं वर्मीफॉर्म अपेंडिक्स. क्या कहते हैं? वर्मीफॉर्म अपेंडिक्स. दिस अपेंडिक्स इज अ वेस्टिजियल ऑर्गन इन अस, एंड इट because we do not need to digest the cellulose, but वही herbivores जो कि plants पत्ते झाड़ वगैरह खाते हैं, and आपको पता ही है कि जो पत्ते हैं उनकी जो cell wall होती है, it's made up of cellulose. So this vermiform appendix have a function of digestion of cellulose. So it is not present in our body, it is only present in herbivore because हम कच्चा खाना नहीं खाते हैं. Plus it is host for some of the symbiotic microorganisms. Symbiotic means which are working with us, which are very good microorganism for our intestine. So यहाँ पर symbiotic microorganisms भी होते हैं. Then colon gets divided as it's going up. It's called as ascending colon. फिर ऐसे जा रहा है transversely, तो उसको transverse colon. Then coming down, so descending colon, and the last part is the sigmoid colon. Okay, so जो colon होता है, it gets divided into three main parts, that is ascending, transverse, descending, and the last one is called as sigmoid colon. So ये colon जो होता है, इसके अंदर बहुत सारा mucus होता है, as इसके पास होते हैं बहुत सारे mucosal cells. So it's a mucus secreting cells. So at the junction of this one is cecum. Okay, so now coming to the rectum, which is the posterior region of the large intestine. So this is the rectum. Okay, ये देखो ये, तो ये rectum है, which is the posterior region of large intestine. So what it is going to do? It is going to temporarily store the undigested material, which is called as fecal matter, which is going to be egested out. Obviously, जब जाना होगा तब it will get egested out. Okay, it will get expelled out through your anus. Now coming to the last part of the intestine, that large intestine, that's the anus. So rectum is open to outside as anus. See, this is the rectum जो finally open होता है in the anus, which is the last part of your entire alimentary canal as well as large intestine, which is also guarded by a sphincter. Okay, so it's also guarded by a sphincter, and the process by which we expel the fecal matter, that's called as egestion, or it is called as defecation. So removal of undigested material from anus is called as egestion or defecation. Okay, so this completes the entire structure of large intestine. So we have covered a lot of things in this part. We have covered the entire alimentary canal. We started with the mouth. We studied about the different structures of mouth. Then we talked about the esophagus, the stomach, small intestine, as well as large intestine. So यहाँ पर जो anatomy है वो हो जाती है खत्म. इसके बाद आता है आपका histological structure that I will be explaining in the next video. ठीक है, तो histology which I will be explaining, but that I'll be explaining in the next video. फिर डाइजेस्टिव ग्लैंड्स के मैंने आपको कहा, मैंने 2 ग्लैंड्स ऑलरेडी अपलोड कर दिया है, दैट इज सलाइवरी ग्लैंड, पैनक्रियास. फिजियोलॉजी ऑफ डाइजेशन इज ऑलरेडी अपलोडेड. सो सून जो भी पार्ट बचे हैं ये चैप्टर के, दैट आई विल अपलोड एंड कंप्लीट द चैप्टर सो दैट यू कैन रिवाइज इट. ओके, सो इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट्स यू कैन राइट इट इन द कमेंट बॉक्स. पूरे वीडियो के बीच में मैंने आपसे एक क्वेश्चन पूछा था, अगर आपको वो याद है तो कमेंट बॉक्स में उसका आंसर लिख देना. और अगर आपको कुछ डाउट है या फिर आपको कुछ हेल्प चाहिए तो you can obviously write it to me on my email, that is needbiology@gmail.com. Okay, I'll be writing my email on the description box, so you do not have any issues with it, and I'll meet you soon with the next video. Till then, bye, take care, and thank you.